Okay, folks, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Opal Eye Presents Know Your Pros. I'm excited to talk to today's guest. We have Annette Marchain of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. She is a real estate consultant here in Pasadena, California. Annette, it is a pleasure to have you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This is really, really nice. Thanks so much.
Well, of course, I had to talk to one of the gems of my BNI chapter here in Pasadena. But we're not here to talk about BNI. We're here to talk about you and how you got your start. Why is it, Annette, that you decided to go out and start your own business in real estate? Tell us a little bit of a story about how that came to be.
Oh boy, it's quite the story, and I'm not going to take all the, an hour and a half to tell you. I thought at one point, way back when I was really, really young, that, oh my gosh, being a real estate agent, that was before realtor was actually a title, but anyway, real estate agent, hey, I'd have all kinds of time. I can do everything on my own time. And so I went ahead and got my license, and I was with a small, independent firm, and I was part-time while I was working my full-time job. And really, I should have known a little bit more about myself. It turned out to be two full-time jobs because this is the way I do things. So I actually was the Rookie of the Year that year, which was kind of interesting and fun. But anyway, then my full-time job, I had a responsibility that I picked up that was all-encompassing. And so I said, well, I can't really do this if I'm not going to do 100% plus for a client. So I let my license expire, and because that's what we had to do back in the day. And then several years ago, later, fast forwarding, I had always had my big fat nose into real estate, let's say. I had purchased properties and all of that, and I really liked what I was doing. So when I had the opportunity to go back into real estate, I absolutely did that. And so I've not looked back. It's been really nice.
Beautiful. And you said that you were working things part-time in the beginning, and you soon found out that it was like having two full-time jobs. And I know, being a 31-year-old guy, I've got friends now who becoming realtors who I didn't ever imagine would hold down their own realty position when I knew them years ago. But a lot of them seem to think that it's something easy to do if you want to make a lot of money and is simple to get into, when in fact it's not. And I'm sure you would tell us that, right? So
Oh yeah.
why in this industry? And, tell us a story, I guess, about how you conquered that, how you became, just that much better at your job.
All right. Well, you really hit it on the head that it appears from the outside that it is kind of an easy way to make a living. And hey, all you have to do is put a sign up, and somebody buys the house. Huh, it's real great. Well, in reality, it is a very, very difficult job or industry to be in. And I'm a problem solver. I love to solve problems and complex issues as well. And
Hmm.
that's sort of been the way I've been my entire life. And so having a passion about doing things the proper way and getting things done for my clients, that's really the cornerstone of everything that I do. So that's why it attracted me, by the way, is that there's a lot to be done out there for people.
Well, that leads perfectly into our last question here, which is, I always ask, why is it that somebody should call Annette Marchain over the next individual down the street? I mean, what is it that sets you apart? Can you elaborate on what you just said? Delivering the best services that you can to the individuals who come and do business with you. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, as I said, I'm passionate about working with my clients and making sure things are done in well for them. And a little known thing for those that are outside of the business is that, okay, well, once we sell it, then, once it goes into escrow, it's not a problem. Well, I'm sorry, but that is when huge, huge involvement happens and should be handled well by the realtor that's involved. I want to make sure that my clients have the best experience possible to get to their goal of either selling their home or buying a home or both simultaneously. And so that's really, as I say, my motivation is making sure that people are, that's why I call myself a real estate consultant, because I am actually there through the whole process and making sure things are going right for them.
Right. You oversee that whole thing. You're not just there to, help buy.
I'm not there to line my pockets with the
Oh,
commission. Okay.
no.
Unfortunately, there are folks that do that, but I certainly not that. So
Right.
my goal is, client by client, doing things right for them.
Oh,
And other things also that aren't maybe not real estate connected, but I'm the single point of contact for my clients. They always call me. I'm the family realtor for many of my clients, which is nothing but a huge compliment. I take that as really what pays me.
Right. Well, I mean, it sounds to me like you're, eminently accessible, always available for your people. So tell
Right.
me and tell our viewers here the experience they can expect when they call you, and how is it that they can get in touch best with you, Annette Marchain?
All right. Well, as far as getting in touch with me, I'm accessible with email, with text, with phone calls, with personal introductions, which is always lovely. So that's the way to get in touch with me. The other part of that question, I think, was I can't remember.
What can they expect? I think nothing but the best, right?
Okay, what they can expect is what my motto is, and that is experience counts and who you work with matters, because it really does matter. This is the largest financial transaction that most people will ever have in their lives. Why would you have someone that is not really in your corner and not there for you handling that transaction?
It's beyond me. It really is. So if you out there would like to talk to the master, Annette Marchain, you know where to find her. We'll put her information in the description. But for today, that has been it. Annette, thank you for being a guest. Again, Annette Marchain, a real estate consultant with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. Annette, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you so very much.
Now you're pros.